Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue. Well, I may be at the pro shop at Lulu, but today's show features demo day at the recent PGA Show in Orlando, Florida. Harry Mays was down there, a little chilly, a little rainy, but on display, the latest in equipment, and it was all outdoors at the Orange County Golf Course. That may be the biggest practice range. It's 360 degrees, and it was loaded with the latest in equipment and some interesting people to catch up with. That's coming up next, right here on Inside Golf. The 28th season of Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf, the first tee of Greater Philadelphia, the Philadelphia Association of Golf Course Superintendents, the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia section of the PGA.
Golf is the great equalizer. For many, this journey is an escape from reality, a chance to be part of a team, a career opportunity. PGA Reach impacts lives through golf by lifting people up, giving them hope, and sending them down an alternate path that they never saw coming. With PGA Reach Philadelphia, as in life and in golf, the most important shot you take is the next one.
The Golf Association of Philadelphia. Founded in 1897, GAP is the nation's oldest regional or state golf association. We serve amateur golf in Eastern PA, Southern New Jersey, and all of Delaware. GAP welcomes all golfers, junior or senior, male or female, public or private. Join the Golf Association of Philadelphia today. Our mission is always to preserve, protect, and promote the great game of golf. Before you tee it up, look us up. Visit gapgolf.org to find out more.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. Well, recently the PGA of America held its annual show in Orlando, Florida. And every year it gets underway outdoors with Demo Day, which is, well, pretty much as described, the latest in golf equipment. And our man on the scene for Demo Day at the PGA Show was Harry Mays.
I'm here with Bill McPherson, Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Graphite Design Golf Shafts. And Bill, welcome to the show.
Yeah, another day. A little bit rainy, but we're all right.
How many years have you been coming to this?
This is my 20th year.
20 years, all with the same Graphite Design.
Company.
What has happened? How has the company evolved over those 20 some odd years?
Graphite Design is first and foremost based in Japan. We're a graphite golf shaft manufacturer. We've been in the business for over 35 years now. The main model that we offer is Tour AD. The Tour AD standing for accuracy and distance.
Those are the two things every golfer wants, right?
Exactly, accuracy and distance. Obviously, our product's played by many of the global tour pros, but we're here today demonstrating our product and what it can offer golfers in the way of better ball flight, again, better accuracy, better distance by changing into a premium graphite shaft from Graphite Design.
Now, that's the thing, the last element that sort of takes your driver to the next level.
Yes.
Really, the proper shaft.
I kind of consider, there's different ways of looking at it. I feel the golfer is really the engine. We deliver the power. The shaft is the transmission. The head is obviously what puts the ball into flight. So by changing in whether it's weight or flex, when you go through a fitting to understand what shaft's going to work best for you, you're going to see results which gain more distance and should bring in the dispersion rate for better accuracy as well.
Those are the two things every golfer is looking for. More length and less dispersion.
That's right.
Thank you,
Hit
Bill.
more fairways.
Hit more fairways. We're here with Jackson Foltz from Bridgestone Golf here at Demo Day. And of course, Bridgestone known for making a terrific golf ball for not only tour pros and good, solid players, but even guys like me. What's new this year at the show, Jackson?
Yeah, thanks, Harry. Happy to show you guys what we got new. So this year we'll be launching our new line of E-Series balls. So we'll have 3 different models of our E12. So if you're familiar with our E12 in the past, it's been a very good seller, our 3-piece kind of Surlyn cover, middle-of-the-road $35 golf ball. And so this year we're going with the same motto that people are familiar with Bridgestone with in the past. if you know what Bridgestone is, you know we try to fit every player to the ball for their game. So with tour balls, we have 4 different models of a tour ball, trying to fit you to the best ball to your game. And this year we're bringing the same thing down to the $35, middle of the road level. So we'll have the E12 straight, the E12 speed, and the E12 high launch. So all of them are going to be featuring the Mindset technology, which we have commercials on if people aren't familiar with, but it was developed by Jason Day and Jason Goldsmith, his mental coach. So we're looking forward to bringing that technology to the lower price point as well. So it's a quick, 3, it looks like a stoplight. You got red, yellow, and green, and it's a 3-process system to really ready you to hit your shot and be an athlete. At its core, it's designed to separate the athlete from the overthinker and stop, watching your club head back and thinking about the YouTube video you just saw and just be an athlete. So
wait a second. People who play golf overthink it?
You're onto something. So the red circle represents what's your target. If you're on the range, what flag you hitting to? Always have a target. If you're on the course, if it's a tucked pin, are you going to hit a draw into it? What are you going to do? And then yellow is how you're going to get there. So are you going to hit that draw? Visualize that shot before you hit it. And then green, you get down to that green dot, you stare at the dimple and go. So if you're familiar with the quiet eye drill when you're putting, that really focuses on focusing on one point of a ball and just being an athlete. And so the idea behind it is with those 3 quick steps, if you can focus for those 5 seconds you're above the ball, it's going to lead to better scores.
All right, get yourself some Mindset technology. Put some in your bag. All right, we're here with John Mazanoble, president of Jumbo Max Golf Grips here at Demo Day. And John, we've seen, Max grips in putters for many years now, but now they're moving over to the regular clubs, drivers, irons, the whole deal.
Yeah.
What can Jumbo Max Golf Grips do for a player's game with those clubs?
Well, we have, Harry, most people have about 2 or 3 choices in swing grips, standard, oversized, and now you're starting to see more jumbo. We have 40 variations of sizes in weights. 40. So we're able to actually fit people for grips. Nobody's ever really been able to dial people in for grips. It's more about how does it feel or how does it look. It's not about how does it play. Well, all of us are unique. We all have different hand sizes. We all have different sequencing in our swing. We may have injuries from the past, things like that. So we're able to fit and customize a grip to each individual, as opposed to the individual having to find out how to use a certain size grip and adapt to the size of the grip.
Okay.
The grip adapts to the player. So it's completely opposite of what we've done for 500 years. 500 years ago, we wrapped leather around a hickory stick, and it was about that big, and we've continued to play it, and we adapted golf around that size handle. Well, that size handle you don't see in any other sport. If we were going to climb a rope and you had a real skinny little narrow rope, you'd have a hard time getting up it because you don't have surface contact for your hand. Give you a bigger rope, you can get up that rope a lot easier. So
Makes a lot of sense to me. Now, you've been with this company for quite a while. What is new this year?
Oh wow, just the grip fitting. We have an app. It's an intuitive app, and I don't have my phone on me, but you can download it at Jumbo Max on the App Store.
Okay.
And it has 200 data points, so it'll measure your hand, and then it's going to ask you a few common sense questions about ball flight, how much tension you usually grip with, and then it will recommend the right size for you at that point. So,
there you go.
Yeah, it's just taking advantage of modern technology.
Just another element in golf to get fitted for to help your game. Jumbo Max Grips.
And there's a guy named Bryson DeChambeau that's had pretty good success. He's been with us since he was 15.
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
I think a few people might know his name. So.
We're here at the Callaway display at Demo Day, and I'm with Grant Vaughn of Callaway. We got to find out what is new from one of the most innovative companies in golf that seems to be bringing out tremendous product year after year. So Grant, how's the show going for you today?
So far so good, can't complain at all. Rain has stopped, so which is great here. And so Elite coming out this year in 2025, whole family, got woods, hybrids, and irons. So we're really excited about what's going on and some great new technology about to come out. So to start off with, talking about kind of the crown, it's thermo-forged carbon, so kind of aerospace kind of grade carbon there, and it helped us do a few things. We did alter the CG a little bit.
Center of gravity.
Center of gravity, yes, excuse me, yeah. So center of gravity there, and with that, saving some weight so we could distribute in other places to make
it more forgiving
in a sense, right? Exactly. And then with that, the other big story with the Elite is the shaping of it.
Okay.
And so because of the shaping, well, in the ribbon, it kind of hired the CG a little bit, which it's kind of bringing back to old school drivers in a sense, where if you raise the center of gravity, it's a little bit lower launch and higher spin.
Mm-hmm.
So, right, we don't really want that necessarily. So we were able to lower the CG still while creating a different shape to create less drag. So the purpose of that would be hopefully to gain more clubhead speed, ball speed, and equaling a little bit more distance there. The other main thing is the face. So as you can see here, a little hard to see, but the AI 10X face. So now we got more controlling points across the face. AI smoke, we talked about that a little bit. We had some few points, but now we're controlling the whole face. And so what that does for us is really hone in ball speed, launch, and spin. So even on miss hits on toe, heel, low, high, hopefully you still maintain good ball speed and hopefully still in the fairway.
So even when I heel one, I can still find the fairway. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. Still
Okay.
talking about downrange dispersion.
Now they say it's 8 yards more.
Up to 8 yards.
Up to 8 yards. Okay,
Exactly.
okay, so I might get 2.
Exactly, but it's something.
But it's 2.
Exactly.
It's 2 more than I had yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, Callaway Elite. Maybe you can make your golf game elite.
Thanks, Harry, and we'll be right back. More from the 2025 PGA Show in Orlando coming up next on Inside Golf.
John planned his dream golf trip himself. The hotel didn't live up to the photos. His transportation was late, his clubs got lost, so he had to use rentals, which he is now breaking. But you booked your trip with All Access. They planned your hotels, food, car service, and tea times. Don't be like John. Be smart like these two.
Psycho.
All Access, the smart way to book your golf vacation.
All right, we're back to demo day with the guys from Makefield Putters. Of course, Philadelphia area technology. It's been out on the market for a few years now, and I know Mike Dinda has been with the company for, since what, 2020, 2021?
Yeah, almost day one, yeah.
Yeah, and you guys won most innovative product design back in 2021 at this very
show.
show,
Yep,
right?
right here in this very green.
Right. Now, what do you got new? Because I understand there's some new product.
Yeah, buddy. Thanks for coming out, and thanks for asking me. But our brand new product being launched this week is the Defiant.
The Defiant.
The Defiant.
Okay.
It has all the characteristics that our players are used to, which is having weights at the equator of the ball versus down low. Like a lot of manufacturers have their weights down low, which Everett figured out. He's a pretty smart guy, 3 engineering degrees.
Yeah.
Get the weights at the equator of the ball. It's going to make the ball go this way sooner. And the weights up here also reduce backspin, which you don't want that. Maybe when you're chipping for your chipping game,
Yeah,
you
with my
want some
chipping
backspin,
game,
but when you're
yeah,
putting, you don't want backspin. And we still have the radial cusp face technology milled into this aluminum club head.
I've seen that milled.
Yeah,
at your
that's right. You
site.
did. You were
I
there.
saw
Yeah. It's really good, and all the data I've seen on Quintic, this promotes and provides the ball to skid less and start going this way sooner than every other putter I've tested on the Quintic. This face is amazing, and the fact that there's not many other manufacturers that are putting the weights here at the equator, it helps to drive the ball forward and get it rolling almost ASAP.
Terrific. More innovative design from Makefield Putters.
Go Birds. I forgot I had that on. Go Birds and Makefield.
Now we're going to speak with Evan Brown, Philadelphia area touring pro, here down at the Makefield setup here. Evan, what brings you to the show?
Yeah, no, I'm just obviously first time at the show, but looking forward to coming here and talking with the guys and Mike and Jeff and just kind of seeing all the new putters that Makefield's bringing out, and just love kind of hanging out with these guys, and they've done a lot for me, and love the putter. So anything that I can do to kind of just spend some time with them.
Now, how long you been with Makefield? Is that the brand or the model you use?
This is not the model that I use. I use the VSF, but this is the Defiant that I've been testing.
That's the new one.
It's the new one. I just got my hands on it, so I'm looking forward to putting this one in the bag, hopefully. But I love everything about the weighting system. Obviously, it's great for my speed. For me, I love just the way that it feels off the face. I feel like with getting the ball rolling faster, it helps me make more putts. Obviously that's important in the events that I'm playing in. But yeah, it's fantastic. I really love the putter.
Now, speaking of the events you're playing in, you're on the Corn Ferry Tour right now, and what type of status do you have? What's your next event?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have conditional status on the Corn Ferry Tour. So obviously with conditional status, I don't know the exact next event that I'm going to be in, but I'm looking forward to hopefully playing in Argentina or Chile coming up, another event in Savannah. But yeah, looking forward to just taking advantage of the opportunities that I get, and we'll see where that stands.
You hear about that a lot on professional golf, the ability to set your own schedule.
Yes.
And what a relief that must be. So you can attest to that, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm able to play the events down in South America on the Americas Tour, but hopefully I'll be playing a lot more events on the Corn Ferry Tour, taking advantage of those opportunities, and hopefully be up on the PGA Tour here soon.
And that tour, you got to go low.
You do.
I mean, you got
a lot of birdies.
You got to be able to be like 5-6 under every day, or you're not in the mix, right?
Hunt or be hunted. You gotta go make the birdies.
That's right. That means you got to make a lot of putts, and he's using a Makefield putter. We're here with the folks from Cobra Golf at Demo Day, and I'm standing with the guy, Jose Miraflor, the head architect for all of these great clubs that Cobra comes out with. Jose, how are you doing?
I'm great, Harry. How are you today?
I'm doing great, man. It looks like you got the biggest space at Demo Day up here. This is the place to be.
We really shine. We like to have a good time. You can hear the music in the background. There's a lot of people hitting clubs. Even though it's been raining all day, we're all having a great time out here.
There you go. Now, I know you got Kyle Berkshire over there hitting long drives. You had Lexi Thompson here. You recently signed Max Homa. Why did Max come to Cobra Golf?
Simply said, I think he told me he really likes the product. It's important for a player when they renew or move to another company like he has with us after being with another brand for 19 years. He found our product lines to be what he was looking for. A driver that has really great feel, it goes straight, we're able to tune it for him for his ball flight that he needs, and then we were able to develop products for him. He wanted a certain shape in his irons, a certain offset, a certain top line, and we used our 3D printing technology, which we're pioneering in golf, to make him a set rather quickly. Normally when you're trying to make a set for a player, that could take you months to do. We were able to get him a set of irons in his hands to his specs in less than 2 months.
Why is it that it seems that guys that just hit it so far, Bryson, Kyle Berkshire, Max Homa, are attracted to your driver?
Well, number one, feel. They like the way it sounds. Two, it satisfies their need for speed, right? So we make a very aerodynamic driver. Guys like Kyle, who are 150 mile an hour club head speed, can really benefit from having a driver that's more aero. The ability to tune it, and that's where the Future Fit 33 comes in. We're able to take their ball flights and tweak it with just our simple hosel system to take away a miss or give them a ball flight that they really want. And that is really doable when you have 33 settings. Are you gonna hit them all? Heck no, I hope not, we'd be really tired. But normally 2 or 3 settings a player will go through to find the perfect one for them.
All right, the 33 settings we got here, you say maybe only 3 or 4 that you might really need, but is this something that I can change at my house?
Sure, absolutely. We actually have an app. You see this little QR code. You can download an app, and it'll actually have this blank screen on there for you. If you touch a dot, let's say we determine that our ball flight is a high and right ball flight. You touch that dot, it'll automatically tell you need to go to the opposite side of the page, hit this setting here, or maybe these other 3 to determine what gets you back to the perfect center. It's that simple.
Wow, sounds complicated, but if you say it's simple.
You figure out where you're hitting it and you go to the direct opposite side. That gets you back to the middle. That's how simple it can be.
That's what people say when they see me hitting golf balls. Do the opposite. There you go. Jose Miraflor, this sounds like, the ultimate in technology for 2025 with Cobra Golf. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Harry. Glad you had a good time down there, despite some iffy weather at Demo Day at the PGA Show. All right, stay with us. We're indoors here at Lulu with our Teed Off panel. Our Teed Off panel is brought to you by Lulu Country Club. Welcome back. Inside Golf continues with our teed off panel. I hate to say it, I love Inside Golf from beginning to end every week, but this for a special reason. And if you've never seen the show, you'll find out why over the next 5 minutes or so. All right, we have Dave Zamaro. Dave joins us from Overbrook Country Club, where he is the Director of Instruction. Good to see you again, Dave.
Good to see you, Harry.
Jim Sullivan, of course, member here at Lulu, all things Lulu begin and end with Jim Sullivan.
Thanks for having me.
And Mike Brown, President, First Tee of Philadelphia. He's responsible for that spanking brand new clubhouse at John F. Byrne in Northeast Philadelphia, home of the Michael Brown, I might add, Learning Center. You guys, you and Bill Hyman, great job. Got it finished in what, 6 months?
6 months.
Woo! Everything's paid for, or soon to be, mostly because of this guy. All right, gentlemen, this topic is who's the most famous person or persons, there may be a tie, you've either played with or met thanks to the game of golf. I'm not going to lead with you because we may need two topics with you. But Dave, give me a name or two.
So my most recent, and I've had the privilege to meet probably the hottest athlete in Philadelphia right now, Mr. Saquon Barkley.
No kidding.
So he played at Overbrook, and being a Penn State alum, we kind of hit it off, exchanged numbers.
Did you play with him or just see him?
Did not play, just saw and met him afterwards. We exchanged numbers. We talked about doing lessons. Shortly thereafter, the season started for him, but we stayed in touch via text message and things, and he was gracious enough to send my youth golf program a little pump-up video, which was really cool.
How's his game?
It could be better if he comes and see me, but, you know.
Oh, how about that? That's a double-edged sword.
That was a softball. That was a softball.
Right there.
Saquon.
Out of the park.
But, you know, now I tell everybody he's my best friend, and I've
let me
taught
tell
him
you
everything he knows about football.
If
so.
he does come again and gets a lesson, that would be a bonus.
Yep.
You'll have to give us a call.
No doubt.
And I'm sure he wouldn't mind Inside Golf kind of shadowing him around.
That would be great. I'll add you to the list of 100 people that have said the same thing.
But look what we deliver. We deliver thousands of people every week. Okay. All right, Sully. I'm sure you have met presidents, kings.
Yeah, I don't have anybody that's going to knock your socks off, but I have a funny story. So plenty of tour players or business people, but in the late 90s, I spent about 5 years caddying at Pine Valley, about half of my college career for 5 or 6 years. And one day, most time people show up with a small carry bag, right? Sometimes they show up with a real big bag, and you would naturally switch them into a lighter bag. Well, Lenny, the caddy master at the time, this bag comes out, and it's a gigantic Callaway staff bag with the name on it, and Sully, you got to leave this one as it is and just carry that bag today. So whatever, and we go through the first few holes. I'm a pretty casual guy, even then, respectful but casual. And at the time, the most successful and well-known businessman in the world was a guy named Lou Gertzner. Well,
IBM guy.
IBM guy, and he was, I think How to Make an Elephant Dance, his books. I mean, he was whoever would be the top guy today. He was that. And fourth or fifth hole, the member says, "Hey, do you have any idea who this guy is?" Just because, hey, just put it out here, pretty casual. I said, no, because he had told me about the custom clubs from Callaway, the big Callaway hat he had, the Callaway staff bag. Said, is he maybe an executive with Callaway? I have no idea. He said, no, not quite. He's like the biggest businessman in the world, Lou Gertzner. So I'm going to go with Lou Gertzner as far as all time and influential people, probably the top guy that I've been on the golf course with.
Have you run into him since at all?
No, I've not.
Okay.
Did he have
come
to the pub here at Lulu? So.
He's not hanging here very often.
No?
No.
Okay. And now this guy has, on his Rolodex, do they still have Rolodexes? I don't know. Contact sheets.
Contact sheets. Yeah,
a million of them. One's better than the next. Give us, off the top of your head, a half a dozen.
Well, in your old days, you would always say, hey, did you play with Glavin, Maddox, and Smoltz recently? So
yeah, right.
I used to host the Braves guys, and that was always fun. They were a lot of fun. But one of the coolest ones was I played with, at the time, Vice President Quayle with Sam Snead at the Homestead.
And I know he was a decent golfer.
And on the 11th hole, I happened to make a hole-in-one. And I was like, oh my gosh, hole-in-one with the Vice President and Sam Snead. This is unbelievable.
Doesn't get any better.
So that night at dinner, I'm sitting there and I'm all excited. And Mr. Vardaman, who said, we don't often call out individual accomplishments, but today, on the 11th hole, Brownie made a hole-in-one, and Sam Snead leans over and he says, "Son, no big deal. I've got 33 of them." So I felt good, and he knocked me right down.
He had a so-called on your parade,
Yes,
right?
he did.
Wow.
Yes, he did. And he's been known for that. And by the way, Dan Quayle is as good a guy as you'd ever want to meet. He got stung by the potato, but he's really a really good guy.
Sam Snead, I'm surprised he didn't say, "Hey, give me $500," because if I wasn't playing with you, you probably wouldn't have had that. They say congratulations, at least on the golf course?
No.
Really?
No.
Wow.
He apparently, at the homestead, there's a plaque with all of his hole-in-one balls, and it's like drivers, all the different clubs, but then 2 or 3 of them are left-handed.
Yeah.
And 2 or 3 hole-in-ones left-handed in his career for Snead.
Right. I had the chance to play with a lot of athletes, and the one that I remember most, well, 2, and it was in the same foursome. George Brett and the Iceman, George Gervin, who was 6'8", and had about a 4 or 5 handicap.
Good
and
player.
George had just retired his career at the Royals, and he could smoke it.
Yes.
You know, but the Iceman was very friendly, very nice, and you know, George Brett and the Iceman, George Gervin. That's the 2 Georges. Huh?
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
not
pretty
bad.
good.
All right, gentlemen, thank you for sharing. We'll be back more of Inside Golf coming up.
Okay, quick stop in Montgomery County.
Do we have time to stop at the mall?
Do we have time to hit the slopes?
Do we have time for Santa?
If we have time for wildlife at the zoo.
Do we have time for food? Do we have time for an overnight?
There's always time for more holiday magic in Montgomery County.
Hi, Tony Salucci with the Beacon Group of Companies. If your company has between 50 and 500 employees enrolled in your health insurance plan, there's a really good chance we can reduce your costs significantly and increase the benefits employees receive. How do we do it? We put you together with several thousand employers of a similar size across the country, so your company can get amazing buying power. Schedule a conversation with one of our employee benefits specialists today at mybeacongroup.com.
Well, that's it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. And next week, we'll be back in Orlando with Harry Mays, only this time Harry's going indoors. It's like 100,000 square feet and miles of aisles at the PGA Show's merchandise show. I mean, everything like shirts, and shoes, and balls, and clubs. Harry will bring us up to date on what's new and who's there. That's next week. I'm Harry Donahue. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, on or off the course, don't pick up. See you next week from Orlando and the PGA Show on Inside Golf. The 28th season of Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf, the First Tee of Greater Philadelphia, the Philadelphia Association of Golf Course Superintendents, the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, Jersey Man and Philly Man Magazine, and Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia section of the PGA.